Once again, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Lecture Samadhi. All right, yeah. Yesterday we learned, generally learning, general learning about the whole paragraph, and especially focused on the last sentence because the predicates is a bit, difficult for us to understand. So time for us to learn sentence by sentence. I think the first sentence we have recited already, right? We also have kept it in mind. So now let's go ahead with the second sentence, and then we can link these two sentences together to recite.
There's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit. Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit.
Yeah, I still remember. Yeah, overreaching nature. This BNG form and transformed from the doing something. Be transformed from the doing something. So this phrase of none, no overcoming nature to create profit. So yeah, listen to it carefully and then we can practice. Okay.
Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit. Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit. Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit.
Yeah, okay, Daisy, would you like to read it twice? Because you are the first one twice, and then try to recite it, please.
Yeah, okay. Without the ego, there is no war against anything. There is no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit.
Once again.
Without the ego, there is no war against anything. There is no hubris. There is no overreaching nature to create profit.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you so much. You did it so well.
Sure.
All right. It's your time, Alice. Hello, Alice. You are here, right?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I need.
Okay, I'll play it for you.
Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit.
Yes, you please.
Yes. Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit.
Yes, exactly. So could you recite it?
Yeah, I try my best to recite it. Without the ego, there is no war against anything. There is no hubris. There is no overreaching nature to create profit.
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much, Alice. Your time, Jing. Is Jing here?
Yes. Yes, I'm here.
Yeah,
okay.
I play it for you.
Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit.
You please.
Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit.
Yeah, once again. Read it again.
Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit.
Perfect. Yes. Okay.
Recite them.
Yeah, recite it.
Okay. Without the ego, there's no war. Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature. Create profit.
Yeah, of rich nature. Oh, yes. Once again.
To create profit.
Yeah, the second sentence once again. There is no hubris.
There's no hubris. There's no overreach nature to create profit.
Genius, you did it. Yeah, thank you so much. Hello, Joy. Welcome back. Are you available now? Could you read them? Follow it. Okay, read them and try to recite them.
Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit.
Joy, please.
Okay. Without the ego, there is no war against anything. There is no hubris. There is no overreaching nature to create profit. Now let me recite it.
Okay.
Without the ego, there is no war against anything. There is no hubris. There is no overreaching nature to create profit.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, Joy. Your time, Elva. Hi, Elva.
Yes.
Okay, I will play it for you. Okay.
Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit.
Okay.
Yes, sense. Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit.
Profit. Yes, once again. Oh, no. Recite it, please.
Yeah. Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit.
Wow, genius. Yeah, that's a good memory. Okay, listen to it again.
Without the ego, there's no war against anything.
There is no war against anything. No war against anything. I think the intonation here is not as us. Is not as ours, right?
There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit.
Yeah, I try to follow it. Without the ego, there is no war. There is no war against anything. The war against anything. No?
There's a barrier, a boundary from the other in order to be. Without the ego, there's no war against anything.
There's no war against anything. There is no war against anything. Okay, no worries. Without the ego, there is no war against anything. There is no hubris. There is no overreaching nature to create profit. Without the ego, there is no war against anything. There is no hubris. There is no reaching nature to create profit. Okay, now let's go ahead with the third sentence.
There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Yeah, okay, Daisy, follow it, please.
Okay. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Yeah, Thais, once again.
These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Yes, yes, perfect.
Thank you.
Okay, next one is Jin, you please. Listen to it carefully.
These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Yes, okay.
These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Yes, once again. This external.
These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Yes, perfect. I think the intonation is perfect. Pay attention to this. Yeah, should be. Your tongue should be outside. Okay. Okay. Your tongue should be attached by your teeth. All right.
These
Teeth. This. Yes, yes. Perfect.
Okay.
I can hear it. Yeah, you are right. Perfect now. Yeah, thank you. It's your turn, Joy. I will play it for you.
These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Joy, please.
These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Yeah, again.
These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Wow, amazing. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, it's your time, Elva.
These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Yes, follow it, please.
These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
We don't know who we are. Yeah, once again.
These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Perfect. Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's your turn, Alice. Welcome back. I will play it for you.
These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Yes, please, Alice.
Yeah. Okay. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Yes, once again.
Okay.
External.
These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Yes, we don't know who we are. And so, crisis. So, do you know what's the singular? Crisis?
Crisis.
Now, how to write it? How do you spell it?
C-R-I-S-E. Yeah, maybe.
C-R-I-S-E.
Yeah.
No, sorry to find that. Yeah, I think it's C-R-S-I-S, right? Just
I don't.
memory. Crisis.
Oh, thank you so much, Enid. Okay.
Crisis.
So have you found the difference? Yeah, this is the plural. Plural just yes, use letter E to replace letter I, but pronunciation, yeah, sounds like similar, but there is a difference. The crisis, yeah, this I, and here is E, crisis. Okay.
Crises. Crisis.
Yeah, it's very subtle, right? Okay.
Yes, very sad.
Yeah, once again, I will write them down. Okay.
Yeah, crisis. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sorry. So here, C R I S I S. This is the sig. Maybe in this way. I'm not sure. Yeah, what tells me how to write it? And next one is CRISES, just one letter difference. This one, one letter difference. And this is the plural. Maybe in this way, plural. Okay. Plural. So the pronunciation is a bit different. Yeah, just check from the crisis.
Crisis.
So we learned, yes, in the detail. This is the crisis. And this one is crises. Sorry.
Crises.
Here it is. Okay, listen to it again.
These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Yeah, crisis. Yeah, that's very. All right. So time for us to recite it. Listen to it again, and then we will ask Daisy to lead us to recite it.
These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Because this is a negator, you know, negator. We don't know who we are. Negator sometimes should be emphasized, should be highlighted. So, and also reflect is a very, very useful word. Reflect, yeah. You know, our kind mentor always ask us to observe others, observe ourselves. And then from the outer, a movement, behavior, or some expression, face expression in that way, yeah, we can get something. Yeah, that things reflects our inner world. So reflect. Do you know reflect now? Let's check how to use it. Okay, reflect. Reflect, yes. Yeah, have you seen it? And we also, she could see herself reflected in her eyes. And also, I could see myself reflected in somebody's behaviors. Okay. Yeah, my previous self, the previous myself reflected in his behaviors, in her behaviors in that way. So that it reflect is a good word, right? Reflect. And also it has the physical meaning. Yeah, it has the meaning in physics. Yeah, reflect. Yeah, such as the sound, the light, the heat, reflected. Okay, and here it is, reflect. Okay, and there is his music reflects his interest in African culture. This is also reflect on the hill. And the first, yeah, paraphrasing, to think carefully and deeply about something. And I still remember there is a section about self-reflection in the weekly at the first beginning. 就是这个如果是说个人感悟啊、个人体验、个人体会，可以用 self-reflection 用一个，因为是 title，因为是因为是这个板块的名字，所以一般的都会用它的名词形式 self-reflection， 这个是指个人感悟，这样表达比较地道，就不要写什么我不知道还有其他的什么表达，就是用 self-reflection 表示个人感悟这一块，就是自己的向内的一些深层次的考虑。Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, 印尼的老师 ，Yeah, excuse me，他这里就是 self reflection 的话，它中间要打一个连字符吗
Yes, better. Yes, better. Yes, and also yeah, self-interest, self-interest. If no reflection, and if no, maybe sometimes yeah, the word or the PPT tells us yeah, there is something wrong. And better you use the yeah dash, maybe dash cohesion. I'm not sure how to say it. Yeah, it's better use this one, this mark. Self-interest,
Okay.
self blah blah. Yes, this is the formal. Yes, formal. This is the formal written English. Formal written English. Now, time for us to recite it.
External crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Yes, your time, please, Daisy.
Okay, recite it, right?
Yes.
Okay, these external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are. Thank you.
Yeah. Once again.
Okay, these external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Are you sure this? Okay.
Crisis.
I'm
Crisis.
sorry. Yeah, to highlight this point. Yeah, crisis. Once again.
Crisis.
Yeah.
Okay. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you so much for your trial and trial again. And it's your time, Alice.
Yes. Okay. These external crises reflect in our world reflect a serious crisis. We don't know who we are.
Reflect a serious which kind of crisis?
Our inner crisis.
Yes. So would you like try again? Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
don't know who we are. Yeah.
Yes, we really don't know. Yeah, we really don't know who we are. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, it's your time, Tim.
Okay.
Read it first, okay? Because yeah, all of you have been disturbed by me a lot. Okay, read it first.
Okay. This external crisis in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
All right. Yeah, recite it, please.
Okay. This external crisis in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Perfect. Yeah, your time, Elva. It's your floor now.
Yeah, thank you.
Read it
This,
first. Yeah, okay.
okay. This external crisis in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Recite it, please.
Yeah. This external crisis in our world reflect a serious inner crisis.
And
We don't know who we are.
yes. Yeah, a big, yeah, a significant crisis because we even don't know who we are. Yes. Okay, I will read it first and try to recite it. This external crisis in our world reflects a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are. Okay, we don't know who we are. We don't know who we are. Don't. Listen to it again.
These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis.
Inner crisis.
We don't know who we are.
Don't know who we are. Yeah, very serious. Okay, this external crisis in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are. Okay, try to follow it. Okay, the last sentence.
These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are. We are completely identified with our egoic identities, consumed by fears, and are cut off from our true nature. We are completely identified with our egoic identities, consumed by fears, and are cut off from our true nature. We are completely identified with our egoic identities, consumed by fears, and are cut off from our true nature. We are completely identified with our egoic identities, consumed by fears, and are cut off from our true nature.
Yeah, I think this, there is 10 minutes. Yeah, there are 10 minutes left. I think we need to get used to the expression, get used, identified with, be identified with. 这是一个词作样。Alice, are you familiar with it? Are you familiar with be identified with?
Yeah.
您可以讲一下吗？ Would you like to share your knowledge with us? Okay, be identified with somebody.
Be
Is it that way?
identified. Yeah. Yes. Be identified with somebody or something that we think that we take ourselves, we consider ourselves as something, as somebody, etc. Such as this kind of things.
Yes, so it's not in this way, right? It's not, in that way to support somebody or something or be close, connected with somebody or something. Does it have the same in this meaning?
Could I read this? Yeah.
Okay, read this.
Read the text again.
Okay, text again.
Yes, I think that's the meaning. We are completely identified with our egoic identities. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. According to my knowledge, yeah, I think that be identified with somebody or something means that we consider ourselves as something such kind.
Yes, I agree
Yeah.
with you. So we will check, yeah, identify directly. I don't think in this meaning. This is a phrasal verb. Phrasal verb. I don't think, yeah, it has the similar meaning. Yeah, in this way. Identify, I think we can check it. Identify. Okay. Identify. Identify. Yeah, first one is to recognize something. I don't think in this meaning. And also identify something. This is the find out something, discover something. So how about this one? Identify something and something. Not in this way, right?
Yeah.
So it always confused me. Actually, I didn't know. So how do you think of it, Daisy? What does it be identified with?
I think it means conform.
Okay, that's not in this way. Yeah, we just check the phrasal verb, not this way. And identify yourself with something. We'll check the phrasal verb again. Okay. No. Identify himself with the common people. This way?
Same.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. This one, right? To consider yourself have the spatial connection with something. How about this one, Alice?
Yes, I think you're right. Yes, special connection.
Yeah, put the meaning here. Yeah, I will put it here to consider yourself have a spatial connection with something. To consider, yes, I think so. Completely, yes, it means 100%. Always utterly, utterly.
Yes.
Completely. Yeah, okay. Well, completely identify with our to consider ourselves, we have a special connection with our egoic identities. Yeah, in that way. Consider as, both of you, you are so talented. Thank you so much for your help, Daisy and Alice. Yeah, so here I identify with in this phrase, okay, in this phrase is also phrasal verb. But why did it use the passive tense? That's my question. Alice, do you know it? Passive terms.
Yeah, passive term. Passive. I'm sorry. I never thought about this problem. Okay.
just reconsider it for me, please.
Okay. Well, we are completely identified with. Yeah, maybe we can say that we identified ourselves. Yeah, ourselves with our egoic identities. Then we can use another form. We are completely identified with, maybe.
Because we are influenced by others, in that way. So we also just passive accept the choose, passively accept the choose. 对，这里为什么它本来是 identify yourself with 这是一个动词词组，它是一个 就是这个意思，就认为您自己有一个特殊的联系跟这个后面的这个东西。那这里的话，如果不用被动态，我们确实是这么认为的，就是认为我们自己跟这个我们这个自我跟自我有着密切的联系，有着100%的联系。但是在这里用了一个被动态呀 ，passive tense。passive tense 就是被动态，为什么用被动态？所以我一直没有理解过来，他们是不是因为我在想，他们是不是因为，比如说，世界都是这样认为的，所以就是有这个邪念存在，我们也就这样被动的接受了这个认为，也就被认为我们自己也是这么回事儿。So that's my question. And how about your opinion, Daisy?
I agree with you.
就是他不是主动的去认为他自己是跟那个有联系，是，
就是像给人感觉就是从小熏成的那种血接痕，对吧
？exactly， 熏习、熏染。比如说，我们父母就一直认为我们的身体是我们，然后补身体有多重要，可能类似这些，吃什么能补什么，类似这些。Yeah, in that way, I think it is workable. It works in that way. 好，我们再看一看啊。He identified himself with the common people. 再查一查 identify with 的用法，与某某产生共鸣，这个好像不对。认同啊，认同。I can't identify with men like him. 这个有点像，就是 we are identified ourselves with. We are completely identified. 我们就是这里的是 I can't identify with men like him. I can't identify with. We are identified with. 就是把某某等同于这个吧。好，这个 identify something with something. To consider something to be something. 把某某认同。It was